Let's now have a look at My Claims, again accessible from the home page in the Employee Self-Service menu of Brio HR. This will allow you to monitor, submit your expense claims. When you, for example, have some medical claims that you want to claim for, or maybe you come back from a business trip or have a work lunch, all will be easy to file with our expense claims module. To note that the expense claims module is also available on Brio HR mobile app. It's very convenient. You can snap a receipt, enter the details, and in one tap, it will flow and go to the approver for them to review and validate your claims. Right now, for the purpose of this session, we will see how it looks on the web. Let's go to My Claims. When you go to My Claims, you will see a simple screen containing the information you need. First, an indication on the cutoff date to submit your claims. So at least you know by when you need to submit your claims in order for it to be included in the next pay cycle. On the top right here, you have an easy access to your claim limit and balance. By claim type, it makes it very easy for you to understand what are the rules. For example, for this example, on the meals type, we see that on a yearly and monthly basis, there is no limit, but I have a transaction cap at 30 ringgit. I can have different checks. And for example, on the outpatient expenses, I see that in this case, there is a yearly limit of 1,000 ringgit, and I haven't claimed anything so far. So this little menu will help you understand what you can or cannot claim, which maximum amount you can go for, but also what you have already consumed of your allowance or your benefit so far for this period of reference. Of course, you can submit a new claim from here, which we will see in a minute. Below, you will have the list of past and current expense claims that have been submitted or started. For example, you can search by report, invoice, receipt number. You can filter by status. I want to see only the open ones. I want only to see the submitted ones, and so on and so on. In this example, we see two claims, one for this business trip and one for a training day. In the first one, we see that there are three items, that the total amount is 399 ringgit, and that it was rejected. Luckily, directly from here, I can see what was the rejected reason. If I click on it, I will see that one attachment is missing. Before resubmitting the claim, I can actually expand and look at what document was potentially missing. I see the details of the expenses, the date of the expense, the receipt number, the description, the individual amounts, and I can directly here see not only the receipt, but also all the information that has been filled up by myself before I submitted the claims. We can see here that there is missing attachment, which actually we can solve by going into the transaction itself on the attachment side, choosing a file, and then validate again. From there, we see that directly the attachment is now here, and we can resubmit the claim. Once we submit the claim, now the status has changed to submitted, where the approver will be notified in order to review it. The second claim, training day with one item in it, actually was already approved. So it's very easy. Now, if I want to create a claim from scratch, I will simply have to click on the new claim button, choose the right date in terms of transaction date, choose what type of claims do I want to claim for right now. Is it a meal? Is it a mileage travel? Is it a non-mileage travel, such as plane or anything like this? Is it medical claim for outpatient expenses? Is it a hotel, parking, or many other areas? All those categories can be defined by your company depending on the expense claims policies and frameworks. Let's go with the meal. I can add a description, entertainment with client. I see once again directly here the limits, making it very easy for me to know the policy. I don't have to go back and forth with other documents and so on, I can see the limits, what I have consumed so far of the limit directly as I'm submitting my claims. Total amount. If relevant, I can key in the amount in the local currency if I had these expense claims abroad. The tax amount, the receipt number. I can add an attachment, as we just did before. Then, depending on what my company needs me to answer or indicate when I submit the claim, I will be asked to answer a few questions to add a few precisions. In this case, let's say that the meal was internal for only one person and it was only me. I can then decide whether I want to add it to an existing claim report or whether I want to create a new one. If I want to create a new one, I just give it a specific name, which will be meal claim. And I can now save it. And right away, I see that the third report has been opened with the expense claim that we just entered. The status is open. So now I have a few options. I can edit the line that I already added. I can add a line directly to this expense claim report. So it will just be more line items. Or if that was a one-shot meal expense, I can then click on submit in order for it to go to the approver.